Hello, everyone, and welcome to not quite yet Dragon Heisters,
One of these days.
Doing it live.
but another episode of Monster Hunters. Very impromptu, as we have a sick player this evening. So, Ty was gracious enough to throw together a very, very impromptu and will be highly improvised one shot of Monster Hunter. My name is Alexis. You can find me here on Dice Priori all the friggin' time. I'm here at Vox Venato, and yeah. Let's get into it. Matt?
Yeah.
The dogs!
What up? I am Matthew Foreman. I'm at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. I am the Dungeon Master of The Ghost of the Machine, which is on Wednesdays here on Dice Priori, 7 p.m. Central. It is a super cool long-form D&D show that you should be watching, and if you're not, well, you're dead to me. It's not on tomorrow, though. We're taking a week break, but it'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central. So, we are affiliated, we're friends with Animal Helper, which is a 501c3 located in New Orleans. They got me my dog Ginger, who you cannot see because it's dark. But they help special needs animals who need long, intensive care, fostering, and all the good stuff. Check them out on Facebook. Find out how you can help. Just sharing a post can save a life. So go do it. Or again, you're dead to me. Okay, that's it. That's my part. Bye.
Okay, and I'm Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter. When I am not here, I'm over on Variant Roles a lot. And you should follow my Twitter account to watch all the stuff that I do. Thanks. Have a great day.
And I am Ty. I am the co-DM here every Tuesday for Dragon Heisters, except for the many weeks I've been the keeper for Monster of the Week. So that too. You can find me here, occasionally on Variant Roles. We just finished up a fantastic Urban Shadows season, which is great. On Sunday, I'm also part of Mythos Mystery Society. We officially have a Twitch, and we're going to Twitch our first game this Sunday. I will be a blonde cheerleader named Veronica in full makeup. So come see that. And Chris is a goth girl named Jezebel. So if you want to see whatever disaster that's going to be, it's going to be 7 p.m. on Sunday night.
Hang on, you're doing full makeup?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be great. Or terrible. It'll probably be terrible.
Makeup? Oh my. Is Chris doing goth makeup?
He said he's going to put something on, yeah.
When is this again? Sunday when?
I think it's 6 or 7 p.m. Sunday.
What's the channel called?
Mythos Mystery Society.
That's a worse channel name than us, and that's saying something.
Wow.
Hot tonight.
Yep. Coming in hot.
Okay, I found you.
All
Never
right.
mind. You're fine.
Great. So.
Oh my God, we love and support each other.
We really do. It's fine.
So, last time on Monster of the Week, the Chronicles of Hushed Hallows, the group of hunters was in the Harvest Festival. They enjoyed some nice festival food, eventually settled on some nice tea and coffee drinks, and decided to investigate a little bit, suspicious of this fun time everyone was having. After a little bit, they split off. They made their way Darlene made her way into the funhouse, accompanied by her good friend, whose name is written down somewhere. Jeffrey? That sounds right. Probably Jeffrey.
I think it was Jeffrey.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
Joffrey.
No.
And experienced some oddity in the mirror room of the funhouse. After talking to the other employee, Mitch the drinking clown. Mitch the Pepsi clown.
Right.
The rest of the party...
He wasn't drinking, it was just Pepsi.
Yeah, the rest of the party investigate a little bit before coming upon a strange shadow creature in the room that was filling them with fear. The party retreated for a little bit, decided to gather materials for some big magic. Heard about someone else who was investigating a missing child that very night. They went to the store of one Nana's Fat Slabs, which is a little bit on the outskirts of town. Lucy got trapped in a freezer with some sort of magic, and the group met Nana, a former hunter, who, after some discussion, agreed to help them. The group went upon investigating the case, eventually found the dead body of Tammy, the leader of this the carnival attraction, and brought a kind of shadowy fear monster into this realm, and after some injury and rough battle, eventually managed to kill it. But not without Oak sustaining some pretty heavy injuries, so they rushed back into the Wake and Bake, the local bed and breakfast, where Raphael managed to heal Oak and took on the damage himself. So when we resume, the sun peeks through the curtains of Raphael's room at the Wake and Bake. Oak has run off back to his own room, and Raphael slumps back down onto his bed, clutching his left bicep. Lucy and Darlene, you are left in the room, grasping the eggshell-colored note with its mysterious message. What do you do?
So, real quick, since it's still sort of a one-shot, why don't we go around and just introduce our characters again?
Yeah, sure.
Should we do
Why
that?
not?
I am playing Darlene Gray. Darlene is a mostly average height, very in her about late 30s, about 37 years old. She's got this very nice strawberry blonde hair with this very nice gentle wave to it. She is always put together, and she is just this very kind Southern belle, unless, you do something to bring on the wrath of Darlene. But right now she is just in her. We were at night, right? We were in our pajamas and such.
No, you guys ran out at night. It's now
Oh, that's right. We've gotten back.
Yeah, everything you guys went through.
Right. So yes, that is Darlene. Oak.
I'm playing Oak. Oak is a young, I think he's like 24, 25, Spellslinger. He doesn't like anything. He is not remotely interested in anything. And he's not even very good at magic. That's it.
Cool. That's a hard act to follow up. I'm Lucy Doe. She appears to be in her late teens, early 20s. And she's kind of a bit of an anarchist. She doesn't like to put up with too much, but she'll defend her friends whenever she can. And I will happily shepherd people over to the other side, whether they want to go or not. And that's loose.
Correct.
Murder.
Weird.
And that's where we begin, you guys. You guys are now, Oak is gone, Raphael is laying back down, clutching his arm, and Lucy and Darlene, you are in Raphael's room with the note. What do you guys do? It's now you guys haven't slept, and it's now early morning.
How attractive is Raphael?
He's dirty. Imagine a slightly dirtier blonde, like Tom
Redneck
Welling.
Caleb.
Tom Welling season 2 of Smallville. Kind of what I imagine him as. Leaning more into the farmer territory, but kind of like that, yeah.
Trying to decide if Oak is asexual or not. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep us posted.
I will.
Yeah, that's right.
That was my contribution.
Yeah, that's it. Oak's laying in bed.
We're literally wondering if he's attracted to Raphael or not.
Oh no. So Darlene,
Yes, Lucy. What's up, sugar?
well, this note that we're currently reading, what the fuck?
Yeah. This was left for Raphael specifically.
Yeah,
It looks like.
it was.
Hmm.
We also did. I mean, do we want to just like ask him about it? We could do that.
I mean, that is a pretty straightforward way to get to the bottom of it, or at least try to.
Yeah, I'm
We should-
not one for figuring out stuff.
Let's just do that.
Great.
Raphael, wake your ass up.
Raphael kind of stirs a little bit, still clutching his arm, which now has 3 large, shard-sized scars on it.
I'm gonna be like tapping his face, like, buddy, come on, we gotta talk.
I'm powerful, tired, Darlene. Lucy.
Darlucy.
Darlene. What is it? My arm hurts from all the... What just happened? What's going on?
Yeah, you see this seal? Do you recognize it?
Nope.
I reckon that somebody knows you and that you know somebody who sent this. And if you put your mind to it, I bet you that you can figure out who this is.
He looks at it, and he looks it over, he reads it, he goes, hands it back. I just know my pamphlet. That's the only writing of weirdness I ever took a kindness to. I don't know who be writing me. They didn't even put my name or nothing.
Right. So I can think of 2 scenarios right here. One, this note's for you by somebody who knows you even if you don't know of them. Maybe whoever sent you that pamphlet.
Oh no, I
And-
found that pamphlet.
Well, did you find it or were you meant to find it?
Real deep for just waking up.
Anyway, so and 2 is that weren't meant for you at all, and that were meant for someone else here, and it was that would have been a mistake. It ended up in your room. So I highly doubt that that's the case, since all this weird shit seems to happen to us all the time.
Right. Well, I don't know who would have sent it. I ain't got no friends except for you 3. And Horace.
Now, did you ever sense any sort of like, was that maybe a communication device or something, that pamphlet of yours?
Well, it gave me messages like one of those text phones, but it did spell out the letters real slow like and was not always responsive, but I felt a strong connection to it.
Right.
My heart broke a little when it burned up in my hands.
That is quite a loss. I'm so sorry. So... All right. Well, this has been a really delightful talk.
Enlightening, really.
We'll let you sleep. We're gonna keep the note. Good night.
Not and he wraps himself up in the sheets, kind of still clutching his arm, and falls to sleep.
Do you think we want to be like worried about his arm, or should we just like not worry?
I mean, he doesn't seem to be worried about it.
Does he worry about anything?
He worries about that pamphlet of his.
Okie dokie. Let's go.
He's more concerned about that pamphlet than he is about his arm. So I would let that be the litmus test by which we judge this situation.
Should we like sleep?
What is sleep anymore?
I mean, I don't know. I don't actually need anything, but I know that that's a thing that you're supposed to do.
Should sleep? Yes, we should if we can. We only got a few hours because we were woken up at 3 a.m. by Jeffrey, bless his heart.
I think we should go back to Nana's. Maybe not now, but I think we should.
Right. Maybe, during business hours.
Yeah.
So, there's none of that getting locked up in a freezer and a shotgun pointed at us sort of thing.
Yeah, that happens. That was a first for me, though. Never been locked in a freezer before. That was a new one. But I think we should go back there. She has information on the history of the town. She also has bacon.
Right. It's still to be determined whether or not that's people bacon.
Doesn't matter anyway to me.
I mean, she said it isn't, but jury's still out on that one.
That's fair. All right, I'm gonna go to bed for like a few hours.
Yeah, I guess we try to finish up catching a few hours of our beauty sleep.
Yeah, you guys sleep for a little while. You guys rouse consciousness around 2 to 3 p.m. and feel somewhat rested. Oak, you are awake as well.
Thanks, I hate it.
Existence, I hate it.
Yep.
Right.
I'm just like staring up at the ceiling, pondering the events of last night.
What are you thinking about exactly from last night?
Just that Raphael went out of his way to help me. I mean, I'm sure he's done it before, but since we haven't actually played these characters together.
Yeah. This is probably the first time. This is the first time he's gone to such. You guys have thought things. Now things are a little more serious than they have been in the past. So this is the first time he's healed you in such a way.
Yeah.
Something else might be concerning from the events of yesterday is the slowly growing blue tattoo on your forearm of your left hand.
Thinking about that too. What could describe the shape for me and the audience again?
Yeah. So it started with a couple. It was a dot with one half circle on one side, one larger half circle on the other. It slowly began to grow the more you used magic, where it would draw lines out, some straight, some curved, kind of doing a kind of almost maze-like pattern. It is now about a little more than a quarter all the way around your forearm.
Can I try to discern what origins this symbol has? Or whatnot?
Sure. Let me have you roll something for it. Roll a... I have my sheet somewhere. Hold on. I believe it is...
Ain't nothing to take a extra little second.
Yeah. Roll a... I want you to roll Investigate a Mystery.
All right, which stat is that? Sharp?
That's sharp. Sharp,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm using Roll20 because darkness is my ally. I don't have any plus or minus to this. Unless it's a consequence of my 6! Doing great.
It's, well, mark an experience.
Yay! Fuck.
You stare at it for a little while and try to study it, turning your arm around and around. And as you go to touch it, it burns a little bit, and you see the lines begin to grow. And now you're almost at halfway.
Fuck! Okay, I look at it and like I'm standing there touching it, and I'm like thinking, collecting my pretty not inconsiderable knowledge of the magical arts. I went to college, and as I touch it, it burns, and I see it grow. Now halfway, 50% completion. I'm just like, I don't like that, and I get up out of bed.
All right, and you guys convene in the lobby. No, I don't know. It's not loud.
Sorry, folks.
Yeah. Did you turn it? Did someone turn it down?
No, I mean, I don't think any of us could have heard it the entire time.
Right.
So even though the track is playing in Roll20, I'm not sure why it's not playing for me. I can try to refresh.
It's not playing for me or Emma either.
Right.
I see it playing now.
Usually a refresh or a browser closeout will fix this. I will close out of the browser, so temporarily the action tracker will go away, folks. Don't panic. And then I'm going to reopen the browser.
But with everyone in the stream can hear it. It's super loud.
No, they're talking about when I scream. Fuck!
Oh, when you screamed. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So let me reopen the browser, and I suggest anyone else suffering from that issue does the same.
I can hear it now, I think, maybe. There's something spoopy going on in my ears.
I
Yeah,
hear
that's it.
something.
That's spookiness. It's pure spookiness.
Pure spoop.
Oh, my volume was way low, that's why. I hear it. It's good. We're good.
I should check my volume mixer to make sure. Still don't hear it, unfortunately.
It's very quiet.
It is, yeah, it's pretty quiet.
Subtle.
It's a subtle kind of wind through the trees.
Nothing.
Yeah, a little bit of a storm.
Nothing.
Some
Pretty
screams. Wow.
It's
This
getting,
is.
it's getting aggressive. Hold on.
It's getting.
It's getting
A little
less
too
so.
spooky.
We're doing so
Did we
great.
mention that Ty had like 2 hours to prep this?
We're
All
doing
right.
fine.
We're doing great.
Oh! Yep, I can hear it.
Awesome.
There it is.
Okay.
We're good.
So,
Thank you, everybody,
Fantastic,
for your
guys. Thank you.
patience.
chat, please let me know about the relative volume levels. I've discovered a couple interesting things with the way Roll20 and like slobs work together. So, just let me know if it's too loud ever or drowns out our voices. So go ahead, Ty. I'm climbing out of bed now that my life is over, and I'm going to go pout in front of Darlene and Lucy.
And that's different than when.
Exactly. You won't notice the difference.
That's right. We just won't.
Thank you,
Are you
D&D, for the 100 bits.
Thank you.
Are you guys reconvening in the lobby of the Wake and Bake?
Oh, hey, legendary.
Sure, we'll have some of them Dutch babies.
Yeah, there are plates.
Whatever them like Dutch apple pancake things were
Yes,
called.
there are apple Dutch babies laid out, as well as before, some bottle of champagne opened, and some grapefruit juice and some orange juice.
Oh, yeah.
Now
and a note that
listen,
says
it's
still at the-
already open. I'm making myself a mimosa again.
And the note says still at the festival of Brogy.
Hey, Darlene. What are the Dutch,
Yes, Lucy.
what do the Dutch babies taste like?
They taste pretty good. You know, it's like one of them German pancakes where the apples are kind of baked into it and everything, and it's pretty good. It's a nice cinnamon flavor.
Okay.
My life is over!
We hear you, Oak. It often is. Hold. No, I don't taste much, and I just wondered what they taste like.
Right. There's a bit of a crispness on the outside, but it's nice and light and fluffy on the inside. Yeah.
Nice.
What's that, Oak?
Yes, Oak. So sorry. What is it that you need? We're having a really important discussion here.
My life is over.
We're the worst.
It was pretty great.
Is it the sun? Is it the sunlight? Is that
No.
what it is?
No, that's pretty bad, too.
Is your tea caffeinated?
No, I'm not. No, it's water. I'm going to show them the symbol on my wrist. Wrist.
It's going around your forearm.
Did you go get a tattoo without us?
I don't like tattoos.
Well, that does not surprise me in the least. Where did this come from?
That thunder was roll 20, right?
Yeah, Thunder's roll
Okay.
20.
I say, I don't know. I think it's because of my magic. Because it worked.
Do I recognize any of the symbols on there?
No,
Ready?
none of it seems familiar to me.
Just like holding my forearm really close to Lucy's face.
I'm guessing I don't recognize it either.
No.
Now really close to Darlene's face. I think it's because my magic worked. I think I'm being punished.
It's always doom and gloom with you, isn't it?
Little gloomy.
Look,
Little baby.
I know how I am. I know I don't have the sunniest disposition, but I anytime my magic's worked, there's always been terrible repercussions. So I shouldn't have. I don't think I should have done the big magic. I don't think I should have helped.
Why?
What kind of repercussions are we talking about here?
Well, the last time, God damn it, the last time my magic worked this well, half a dozen people died. Someone got kidnapped. One of them got turned into like an ice fae demon, and then I had to kill her.
Now, how is your magic directly responsible for that?
Well, it's like I was trying to learn magic in college, and every time I did a spell, like something happened. So my first spell summoned a creature. My second spell got that other person kidnapped. My third spell sent us.
Kidnapped by who? And about how did the spell actually result in them being kidnapped?
I just did. I cast a spell and then those things happened. It was blowback. Haven't you ever had that? The blowback?
I mean, now, do you just think this? Like, is this like there are direct cause and effect? Or is this, well, I happen to do some magic and also these bad things happen, they must be related sort of thing?
No, it's like chemistry. It's like physics. Push and pull. I wasn't always like this. I used to be happier. Anyway, I shouldn't use my magic this much. This always happens. But I like being powerful. I like using magic, but this always happens. Every time it works, I get punished.
Well, maybe that's
See,
not
I find in life that it's the fact that I had been holding back and not dipping in is what allowed terrible things to go wrong. So I just say fuck it.
You think I should dig
Go
deeper?
all in because go all in because then at least I can do something about it.
So you think I should dig deeper?
I mean, it's worked for me. Listen, I was afraid of digging in and looking deeper and reaching more of my potential when it came to my magics. And I paid an awful price for holding back. And I ain't never going to do that again.
But, I mean, it could hurt one of you, or it could hurt Raphael. I mean, he's already hurt because of me.
Well, to be fair, honey, that was because of me. It was my magic that ended up with them glass shards in your arm, and that's what ended up with Raphael's arm being scarred up.
Right.
Now, I do feel poorly about how that happened, but again,
It's alright.
if I don't tap in and dig deep, these things are just going to get away, and they're just going to wreak more havoc.
I don't hold it against you.
And you're okay, and Raphael's okay, and we're all okay now. We're going to live to fight more things another day.
I look down at my tattoo. I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked.
If it really is bothering you that much, why don't we try to figure it out?
Okay.
All right, well, this place is probably as good as any in this town to try to find some sort of occult books.
Yeah. There's got to be some stowaway. We could actually
I'm
even
sh-
start with
Yeah.
the local library. Oh, go ahead.
Well,
Anna.
I meant Brogy probably has the most collection of occult bullshit, and then Nana's. Yeah.
Bro's gonna have what you buy off Amazon. We want
Brogy had everything we needed for big magic, so
He did.
Right.
That stuff is
But-
surprisingly common.
yeah. And sometimes that random Amazon kitschy crap will actually score you some information. So I mean, is there a bookshelf here that we can just take a quick glance at before we leave while we eat?
Yeah, near the TV, there is a bookshelf.
I mean, it's a long shot, but we're here anyway, so. All right, let's take a look at this bookshelf. Do I see anything that might help me?
There is a book on the healing power of crystals. There is a book on the life and times of Jerry Garcia.
No. God.
And,
I need to kill this character.
you find a couple books, a couple recipe books, a couple books about tarot card reading, and that's about it.
All right. Well, it was was worth a look. When we finish up, where do you want to go? Nana's or the library?
I don't know. Not Nana's. Nana's. If Lucy thinks Nana's, let's go to Nana's.
I mean, she's a hunter who's been here for a long time.
Right. That's really smart.
She was able to capture me. She's gonna have some occult books over there.
Yeah. Well, and if she doesn't even have them, she'll know the people who do.
That's right.
That's really smart. I should have thought of that.
You got a lot of other stuff on your mind there, Oak.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay. The reality is, everything's kind of shit anyway. So,
Right.
do what you want.
Oak is gonna pull out his phone and use his phone to post to his dead journal.
Hell yeah.
I hate it.
Hell yeah, Oak.
Of course he is.
And check his deviant art account. There it is.
Good stuff. You guys make your way into the streets of Hushed Hallows. The festival is still going on. You see some of the sights, sounds, and smells as you did the day before. The town is still a rush with excitement. Maybe not quite as much as the first night, but still quite populated. And you guys continue to walk and make your way to the outskirts of town to Nana's Fat Slabs, which has got a very cheaply made plastic sign that says open in the front window.
All right.
I'm gonna walk in.
Yeah,
Same.
a traditional kind of bell ring as you enter, and you see Nana. She's now wearing not, traditional pajama wear. She is wearing a kind of a button-up white, black shirt with kind of black slacks, and her hair is still very, very gray and curly. And she looks over to you both, or you three. Welcome back. How y'all doing?
Doing quite all right, Nana. Now, I have a question for you. You said you used to hunt back in the day, right?
Correct.
You have any sort of library or anything of reference materials that you utilized?
I've got some, like I said, journals downstairs. Some.
Is there anybody in this shop?
No, there's just
Okay.
currently there's just hanging meat
Okay. Cool.
and some tables set up, as I said before.
You just said hunt. I could have meant, with a crossbow.
Oh no, totally. I just if we were just straight up walking right into this, like, hey guys, don't mind that.
Darlene also doesn't give too much of a shit right now.
She says, "Well, wait, before I show you the books, how'd it go last night? Did you kill the thing? Did you find the kid?"
What's it to you?
Just mild curiosity.
I'll tell you what. If you give us access to your resources and that gives us some help, we'll fill you in on last night.
Well, I'm assuming you lived. It doesn't need to be a.
Oh,
a
we
bar-
did. We
but-
did indeed live.
I'm
We are
assuming.
not specters.
That's all.
I am not currently a poltergeist.
She looks over to Lucy. Yeah, all right.
I'm not a poltergeist.
All right, well, you guys looking for right now? Hold on. She kind of goes to the door, flips the open sign to closed, and she gestures for you to follow her. You all do?
Yep.
She leads you into the freezer, and she says, "Well, leave the door open a smidge for your friend here."
Seems legit.
Nodding to Lucy as you guys enter this freezer.
Right.
And as you enter, she makes sure she props open the freezer door just a little bit so it doesn't close all the way. And Lucy, you currently feel fine in here.
Okay.
And you guys make your way to the very back where you find a small hatch leading downward. She opens it, and there's a staircase. It's small, hidden away, but a staircase leading down. You guys continue the stairs downward, and eventually it opens up into almost a large subterranean bunker. There are about 3 rooms. It's pretty sizable, the size of a decent 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartment. You see in one room there is some tables set up. There is just shelves and shelves of books. You see another room that has a variety of weapons, just swords, flails, a couple crossbows, and one other room that seems locked. Well, what kind of books y'all looking for?
Anything occult would be cool.
Well, a lot of them are on the occult. That's kind of the whole point of the library.
No, maybe you should just let us have a gander then. You can go run your business upstairs, and we'll just take our time through this.
Well, it's been about 12 hours since I met you, and you broke into my house, so I don't think I'll be leaving you alone. But feel free to look.
We thought you were a monster. Okay,
Yeah.
we're doing our jobs.
Right. But so we're looking for things that are interesting markings. We're trying to figure out some markings that we came across.
She kind of looks over her books, kind of paces back and forth, looking from shelf to shelf, and she pulls out about 3 or 4 from a section on the lower right side. This has got a couple chapters on symbology, arcane runes, stuff like that.
All right.
Feel free to look it over. If you need anything, I'll be right over here.
What's in there? Point to the locked door.
That was just another part of the old hideout.
Right. Anything interesting?
Nope, not anymore.
Are you sure about that?
Something just snarled. I
You know
heard
the
it.
background music.
Something alive in there.
Got a werewolf back there?
No, nothing like that.
Sounded like it had an accent. Is it British? Is it a werewolf from London?
It's just sometimes I listen to spooky music when I'm down here. It really gets me in the investigating mood.
Right.
So if there's nothing in there, then you don't mind if we just take a quick peek, right?
You'd have to get in. It's locked.
Great. I'm gonna use it incorporeal and walk through the door and see.
Oh, that worked out so well for you last time.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you walk in. As you do, you feel the exact same feeling.
Yeah.
Things light up all around the ground.
Uh-huh.
Your skin begin to tingle.
I'm gonna yell, Nan!
I mean, you probably should have thought of that, right?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, listen, we run a little impulsive around here.
I can see, yeah. Lucy, what you also see inside of this room, there's not a window to it, is there's a couple benches and tables and tools set up. It looks like a workshop to build things.
Nan, can you let me out, or is this where I live now?
Maybe just for a little bit to teach you a lesson.
I mean, that's cool. I'll just rummage around in here, no worries.
Have fun. Don't touch any walls.
Don't tell me what to do.
Or really anything with symbols. I'd be careful.
Gosh, Lucy.
Well, I sit down and I open up this book and I'll start looking for anything that looks similar to this tattoo that we're investigating, and I just leave Lucy to her own
We'll
devices
have you
for the
both
moment.
make some separate rolls. Are you gonna help out with this? Well, you can roll first. You roll first, Darlene, to invest. It's gonna be just plus sharp.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Hey, that's a total of 12.
It's very good. Yeah. You have good sharp, don't you? You only have one.
No, I have a
weapon.
+1 sharp, but I rolled an 11, so we're good. We're golden.
You find after looking for quite a while, it takes you maybe half an hour to an hour through looking through these books, you find it's not exact, but it mentions one of the books, the one on arcane runes, mentions something similar. They are markings for tethering.
Oh.
It's binding a person to a place, binding a person to a creature, a person to another person. It is runes typically used for tethering and binding.
Right. And what sort of individuals do these usually tether between?
Like I said, it's not an exact picture of his tattoo, but it is very similar. You can glean that it's probably talking about something similar, but they are very versatile runes. It can be used, like I said, to tether a person to a place, a person to a creature, or a person to another person.
And when exactly did these start to show up, did we say?
Oakwood, remember they showed up yesterday.
Like what was the trigger that caused them to grow and such, or to appear?
Whatever Oak thinks.
I don't remember.
I thought I could have sworn there was a specific incident that caused that to happen.
You can not that I think your characters would know. The thing
Yeah.
I would say know is that it grew when he used magic that he was able to ascertain.
Yeah. I don't actually know the actual cause, but I suspect it's growing whenever I use my magic.
So did you and Nana is still with us, right?
And she's hanging out.
All right. I will refrain from saying too much in front of Nana. Okay. Because I'll take Oak's lead. Whatever Oak wants to divulge, I will. I won't spill things that Oak doesn't want to spill in front of Nana.
I'll look at Nana. Hey, can you give us like 5 minutes alone? Because this is really personal.
I'll head to the, she kind of gestures to the weaponry over there and kind of clean it up a little bit. I won't be able to hear anything, but not without eye shot.
Whatever.
She's going to walk over to the weapons. Starts kind of looking and playing a little bit.
I stand directly in between myself, between Oak and Nana, with my back to her so that she cannot read our lips.
Sure.
What is it?
So, do you remember when you first noticed this?
It was yesterday. I feel like it was when I successfully summoned that thing through the mirror.
Right.
It burned.
And then afterward, when you used magic again, it grew?
Yeah, it did.
I wonder, then maybe our next step is to research what this thing is. I wonder if maybe it isn't gone.
Oh, yeah.
If this sort of thing is, this marking is, if it's some sort of tethering magic, I wonder if it didn't try to tether itself to you.
The spell I used might have done that without me knowing. Like, it might have been thaumagenesis.
Right, and
backlash.
then your magics are potentially empowering it.
Yeah.
Or completing it in some way. So
Yeah.
maybe we do actually go against what I said earlier and you hold off on using your magic for right now, because now that we know a little bit more, why don't, I'll I will take the lead on, I'll do the heavy lifting. You just, be the brains here and it'll be fine. Don't try to use your magic right now unless you really have to. And we'll try to figure this out.
I wasn't planning on it.
So, when that conversation is done, Darlene will signal back to Nana.
Okay. As Nana begins to walk back over, let's cut to Lucy.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah.
While I'm in there, I'm gonna be sort of just rummaging around whatever shit she has in there, being careful not to touch the walls or any other doors that might be in here. But I'm looking to see like what she might be using this workshop for, or what if there's any journals in here.
Sure.
I'm just curious what she uses it for.
Yeah, this is a situation you have not often found yourself in, is locked in this room. I want you to act under pressure.
Okay. Oh, 7.
Okay. Okay. You look around for a while. You don't see any journals. What you find is after looking for a little bit a couple things. A strange beaker that seems to be filled with a kind of a brackish red liquid, and you find what looks to be a gun that's got several kind of glass tubes around it, tying it, but kind of weaving in and out from the barrel to the chambers, coming around the trigger. You can grab either one of these, but you're not sure what's going to happen if you do. That's your hard choice to make on a 7 to 9.
No, I'm not going to grab either of them.
Sure.
What would Darlene do?
I would. I mean, I really want to take the gun, but I'm not going to because Lucy's impulsive, but she's not that impulsive.
Isn't she though?
I mean, no, she's pretty impulsive, but she's old enough at this point to know not to do that. I'm gonna sort of like lean into the door, but not touch it. Nana, I have just a couple questions about what's in here.
Sure. She walks. Let's say she's walking over to you guys, but then kind of turns around and walks towards this place. Yeah.
Are we gonna have this conversation through the door? Is that what's happening here?
Well, have you learned your lesson in timeout?
I'm gonna just move right over that question. We'll just have this conversation here then. So what is this gun for? It looks fancy.
Oh, it is very fancy. It's for killing monsters.
Right. What kind?
Bring it over here. Let me see.
I'm not touching it, but you could open the door and get it yourself. Also, I'm assuming you built it.
No, I don't have. I know how to, rework some parts and stuff, but nothing crazy technological, no.
Okay, cool. So you must know what I'm talking about then.
I do. I've seen it.
Great. What kind of monsters does it kill, Nana?
Oh, let me see. What it look like?
It's got a bunch of glass tubes on it.
Oh, I think that was for what was that one? That was it's like an electricity Jaguar, I think.
And what's the beaker of weird blood stuff in here?
Oh, that one's mine. I was working on creating something from this weird mass of I got a lot of tentacles. I was looking to take some of its blood and see if I could repurpose it.
So is that why you wanted some stuff from the monster we were fighting?
Yeah, I've taken to try to rework some of the pieces, make some weapons, make some armor, make some potions on occasion.
Interesting. That's fascinating. Can I come out now?
Only if you say please.
Please.
Oh, thank you. And she opens up the door, and the runes fade away back, and they're no longer lit up with that red glow.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And then she walks over to approach the two of you guys again.
I would like to be standing behind Nana when that was happening. I'm just staring at Lucy when the door opens, and I'm gonna be like, I like that you got disciplined. And just give her a little smile.
So glad we could all be here for this moment together.
That was nice.
Well, anyway.
I wander back over to Darlene.
It was such a delight, Oak, always.
Well, Lucy, I'm glad you're all right. Uh, hope your curiosity sated for the moment. But Nana,
Yeah.
Nana, now you wanted to know about what this entity was that is lurking around and was had kidnapped that boy.
Correct.
If I'm
Yes.
not mistaken. Yeah. Well, we might have procured a little something for you if you might help us with identifying
Identifying the monster.
this thing. Yes.
Sure. Let me see.
I hold up the vial that I took.
Yeah, you have a vial of the goo of the monster that kind of started to lose form once you guys defeated it. Yeah, I'm gonna take a minute to look at it. Like, I'll have to open it up and stuff. It'll take me
So
a...
you're not gonna taste it? I thought that's how you did this.
No, I mean, I did find that the Yetis have a delicious kind of jerky you can make from them. But no, I don't just kind of shove things in my mouth willy-nilly. Not anymore.
Well, I mean, that makes at least one of us here.
She tries to grab the vial. She offers her hand to grab the vial. This channel is always on mature, just in case.
Well, this show, this time slot is.
Yeah,
That's for
I
damn
just
sure.
double checked.
Thank you.
Sure.
We are.
Oh boy, howdy.
Jumping right over that one.
Can I see it? It'll be a...
I handed it to her.
Oh, okay. She grabs it and she kind of makes her way into the, walks into the workshop and starts kind of observing it.
Mature, immature, it's all the same thing here, right?
You guys can do anything while she is kind of working on this. You guys have a little bit of time.
I'm looking through these books and such. Actually, is that door still open?
So where she is?
To that locked room.
That's where Lucy was and where she is now. Yes.
Oh, she's in there now?
Yeah.
Well, I want to play with that gun.
You can ask her to try to steal it. Those are the options.
I didn't say try to steal it, but I am going to walk in there and just pick it up and look at it.
You walk in and pick up the gun, which is kind of close to her. She goes, "You know how to use one of those things? They're awful dangerous." And I think that's the only one.
I mean, my daddy taught me real good trigger safety, so my finger's not on the trigger.
It's a good start.
I'm just looking at it. I'm more used to rifles, and a crossbow, but this is interesting. Who made this?
An old friend.
Your friend still around?
I'm the only one still stuck in Hushed Hallows, unfortunately.
Right. Oak, Sugar, you ever learn how to use a pistol?
No, I don't think I'm very good at it.
BB gun, nothing?
My brother shot me in the hand with a BB gun once. I lost my taste for it.
So you don't like guns? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I don't like guns.
Alright, well, never mind. I was looking for some sort of maybe temporary alternative for you for the moment.
Oh, I have a knife.
Know how to use it?
Yes, very well.
Great.
Well, maybe we'll figure it out. I'm just gonna hover over Nana's shoulder and see what she's doing.
She occasionally looks back to you. She pours out a small amount of the goo. She is looking at it with one hand, kind of playing with it almost like silly putty. She takes out a small book from her pocket and is kind of flipping through it, reading, kind of taking notes, reading, stretches that out a little bit. can you guys describe this thing? What it looked like? Got anything else from it?
Right, so it was incorporeal until we made it not incorporeal.
Yeah,
And
I was there for
it
that
was
one.
using mirrors and feeding on fear, that sort of thing.
I think this is what they call a fear spider. The rare.
I mean, this didn't look like a spider.
I guess they come in different forms then. I haven't really encountered one myself, but they
Did it look like a spider?
it had spidery legs,
Maybe,
but otherwise it didn't. It had very spider-like legs.
maybe it's a metaphor.
Only thing that looked like a spider on this one were its legs. And I think it only had, what, a few?
3.
3? That's right. That's right. It had 3 legs. They did look kind of spidery, but other than that, it was pretty, what, like shapeless, torso-ish.
It was kind of
like
a torso
like
with a
formless face.
It was a formless face and then a jaw that was hanging down with a bunch of teeth inside.
Right. It
It's
looked
mad.
like that.
I'm gonna grab Oak's arm and look at it. Does the tattoo on his arm look like a spider web?
No, it looks more like a maze. There is no intersecting lines. They're all going around each other, creating a more of like a maze.
You're touching me.
What?
I said you're touching me.
Sorry, I had a thought and it was wrong.
Banana says, "Well, I don't name the things. I just kind of got some books. But yeah, travels through mirrors, induces fear, and then feeds off it. Nasty things. But as long as you can bring them to this world, there aren't as tough as some others." Anything else you want to know about it? I can write this information down.
I mean, like I summoned it. We made it corporeal. I broke the mirror that I used to summon it, and I checked that it wasn't tethered before I did it, and then we killed it. Shouldn't it be dead?
It is. Well, you brought me this. It is dead. I
Yeah,
swear, right?
but then I have this, and I show her the mark. And
She looks at it and gets a little closer. Kind of pulls out some glasses and looks through them. And she says, magic was never really my forte doing this, but I don't see why that would have happened. I don't see why you would have... A creature, I don't think, would have given you this. Curses, sure, some blood poison, but nothing like, no symbols, no tattoos.
Alright, so it wasn't because I summoned the thing. Someone cursed me. So, are the fear spiders usually used on behalf of someone?
No, creatures that have broken through to this side.
Fear spiders are creatures that have broken through this side?
Yeah, no one controls fear spiders.
Okay.
They're autonomous.
What about blood golems? Same sort of thing?
she
It
kinda
seemed to
look-
have some sort of sentience.
She kind of looks through a book and says, "No, it's not controlled either. That's another creature with some sort of purpose or agenda."
Alright, well, something definitely put this on you. So, either something else has gotten through in like a thin spot nearby here, and that's what did this. Or maybe someone is causing these things to be able to come through. And someone with malicious intent has tethered themselves to you or tethered you to here or something.
Why is it always me?
Sugar, let me tell you, it ain't always you. Might seem like it now, but it sure ain't.
Well, alright. We gotta find out who cursed me or poisoned my blood or whatever.
Right.
Maybe we can do like a reverse lookup. Oh god, we'd have to use magic. You can't
Some sort of scry?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. This thing, it's marked you, this ink is not normal ink. It is magical. There is some sort of magical essence to it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we can hone in on that.
Well, another thing is if they're cursing me, maybe they have a piece of me somehow. Like a piece of some of my blood.
Well, that's a thought.
Yeah. You know blood magic, don't you?
I know a bit, yeah. I'm gonna. Can I still try that blood seeing?
Yeah, it's not a rote, but you can try it. What are you going to do exactly? Describe how you're doing this.
I am just going to. Am I able to, like, just kind of dig my nail into Oak's palm just enough to
Please.
get, like, just a touch of blood without causing him harm?
Please ask my
Like
permission
a finger
first.
prick? Obviously I would. But like, theoretically, does a finger prick cause harm?
As a well-practiced blood magician, you need some blood to do blood magic. A prick never does. That's not enough. That's not enough blood.
You can inflict harm.
Sugar, I think to do blood magic, I'm gonna need some of that blood, and it's gonna have to not be in you.
All right. Do you want my knife?
I mean, I have one, but
Okay.
you can use yours if you want. Do you want to do this yourself? Or you want me to do it?
I take out my ritual knife. I slice my hand open.
Take one home.
Right.
I do. I did.
I dip my fingers in his blood,
Yeah.
and I start drawing runes along my own arm.
Content warning, blood.
I want you to roll a use magic.
Alright. Here we go. Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. I rolled a 9 with a +2.
Yeah.
We've got an 11 on our hands.
Yes. Okay. Well, looking at the wrong paper. Okay. Use magic. 11. It does work. And choose your effect. And your effect is going to be, I assume, observe another place or time.
Right.
Um.
I want to observe any other place where Oak's blood or this tether might be occurring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
So the runes on your arm begin to glow a little bit, and you feel the blood still warm. And as you do, you feel your eyes begin to close, and you see just darkness. And then you feel a bit warmer all around you. You feel heat, you're in almost like a desert. But it's still dark. You can't see, you just feel. And then, in the distance, you see two bright red lights. And they slowly begin to move closer and closer. And they're gone. And then right in front of you, you see two bright red eyes.
Yep.
Tinged with orange. And then you are sent back. And you open your eyes.
Where was I when this happened?
Felt hot.
Felt hot. Well, how you feel about the heat? You like warm places?
I do actually. I'm really small, so I get cold really easily.
Right.
I love Vegas.
Well,
Market.
then I've got good news for you.
Oh, fuck me.
Because whatever this thing is, it likes it hot.
Oh. Like hell or like Vegas?
I mean, some people would argue those are one and the same.
No.
I'm not one of those people. But, well, it was dark, and it was very warm.
Oh.
It's like a dry heat.
Oh.
Was it a dry heat?
Mm-hmm.
It was a very dry heat, and
It was dark.
there were some glowing red eyes tinged with some orange, so that can't be, We're not dealing with like some sort of icy winter fae thing.
That's good.
That's for sure.
That's good because
We're not going down that road again.
Not yet. Okay, but if it's dark, it's either otherworldly or it's somewhere. It has to be here. It has to be in Hushed Hallows. It's not Vegas. But it was dark.
Well, I mean, no, it wouldn't be Vegas, but I wonder. Nana, this place have some sort of hellmouth?
I don't know what that is. It sounds terrible, but
Didn't you ever watch Buffy?
It sounds terrible and copywritten, but
Well, I mean, some sort of like doorway of some sort that would lead to a hellish location.
there were places, like I said, where the boundary was lessened.
That's a hellmouth.
Back when we would, well, it wasn't just one big old Sarlacc pit of things coming out of it. There were places where the magic that binds our world was a little bit thinner.
Yeah.
I have
You're
a couple
worried
of,
about hellmouth being copyright. Are you really not worried about Sarlacc pit?
Sarlacc pit is actually more aggressively defended, so you better be careful with that.
very true.
We're worried about dealing with copyright demons here.
Those Disney lawyers.
The lawyers are the
Would
yeah.
come up and mess it up.
Wolfram and Hart.
It's a true monster of the week.
Yeah.
That's right.
Disney lawyers, oh god.
I have a couple locations you guys asked me to write down on the map.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't have them all, and I wasn't there for the last mission we all went on. But yeah, she hands you a small drawn map of Hushed Hallows,
Okay.
and there are some locations circled in red.
All right.
So where's the map on Roll20?
Yeah, you fucking.
The
12 hours I have.
Prep.
the
You had
full
2 whole hours to prep this map. Come on.
3-dimensional thematic, correctly labeled, sized, dimensioned, and scaled map. Where is it?
I don't have a prop in my mailbox yet. What is this? Like a physical prop in my actual mailbox. in
That's
front of
right.
my house.
That's
Where
right.
is that?
What are the 3 locations that are marked?
The 3 locations. One is on the other side of town in, let's go in order. Alexis, what are the woods named around Hushed Hallows?
Well, actually, my question was, is one of those in that wooded area that was near where the blood kind of was? Where we first found that blood that attacked us?
Yeah, you guys know by now, there is Hushed Hallows is encircled by a forest. There's a forest surrounding almost the entire town. But no, this is not in the same location. The school is kind of on the eastern, a little bit more southeastern corner of town. This was kind of more on the northeast corner. What is the name of the woods around town?
The woods are named. Let's see. Oh shit.
Echo Woods.
Shit.
We can come back. You can think while I ask.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Give me a second.
One is Emma.
Huh?
What is the one location that is circled? Is the now defunct roller rink? What is its name?
Oh my god.
Oh god.
It's free.
I'll just ask. Okay, and Matt. Your location is the basement of one of the local churches. What is its name?
The church or the basement?
Sure.
The church. The church is called Hushed Hands.
Hushed Hands. Cool.
Oh no.
Yeah. I just created a cult. Whoops.
Hushed Hallows, but no. All right. Anyone else got their answers?
The fellowship of the Hushed Hands is what it's called.
That's even worse.
Oh my god, that's some invisible sun shit.
Oh god, it's not great.
I'm gonna go with the Whispering Woods.
Sure.
It's not all that original, but I like it.
Fine.
The roller rink. Roller rink. I mean, roller rinks have terrible names usually.
Yeah.
We're gonna call it Skate World.
I was gonna go. I was thinking Galaxy Skate, but Skate World is fucking great.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
It was Skate Land when I was a kid, so.
I don't even know.
Literally called Skate Land.
I don't even know what the name of our roller rink was back home. We just said the roller rink because there was only the one, so there's no point in naming it.
Same here, but it was called Skate Land. It was always going to Skate Land.
Yeah, I don't even know the name of that place.
You see these three locations.
I'm changing my mind. It's the Duskdale Woods. Duskdale Forest. Why not? Change it a little.
Skateway roller rink.
Yeah, see, it's like skate something.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
All right.
So good.
You guys have the three locations circled. The Skate World, the Fellowship of the Hushed Hands, which is just that's probably a big fucking red flag now. And,
Isn't that great?
a circle in a location of the Duskdale Forest.
Listen. They are trying to open a hellmouth in the Hushed Hands.
Yeah.
This is what's happening.
That basement.
I know. See, that's what they want you to think. That's why we go to the roller rink.
That's why it's at the roller.
Well, the what I thought was boiler room.
Ooh.
Hot, dark, underground.
But it was a dry heat. Would that follow through with the boiler room? Isn't that usually a bit more damp?
No. You
No.
don't want it damp in a boiler room because the pipes will rust.
Right.
That's very true.
They're actually boiler rooms are very dry.
Well,
Places have a boiler room. All businesses have a boiler room.
Right.
right. But my other thinking was, what if it's not quite here, and wherever it lives on the other side is dark
Right.
and hot?
Right.
Those are my thoughts. I mean, if it's the latter, then it could be any of those places, and it being hot gives us absolutely no clue or indication.
Right.
But if it is on this side, then a boiler room is a good place to start. So why don't we go check out that cult? It's obviously a cult with a name like that, right? I mean, come on. It's not like, I mean, it would have been slightly suspicious if it was called like Sisters of Mercy or something, but I mean, come on.
I don't know. A lot of people think the Masons are a cult and they're not. So.
I mean, it depends on who you ask.
Yeah. Who do we? I don't think this is about me. I mean, it is. It's about me, but who do we wrong? Where did we wrong them? Like, you know what I mean? Like, where'd we cause the most trouble? I feel like
The answers to that question are endless, Oak.
all right, fine. Let's go to the Fellowship.
Okay. You leave Nana's, and she says, all right, well, be safe, I guess. Come back if you need anything.
Thanks, Dana.
And you guys make your way out of Nana's fat slabs and into the streets of Hushed Hallows, now around 5 p.m. You guys walk along the streets and make your way to the Fellowship of the Hushed Hands. It is what's a building look like, Matt? What's a building look like?
It's a very large mega church-like construct with very drab and plain and colorless architecture and a large steeple. It has a lot of glass in the front, which will let you see into their absurdly large reception area. and the parking lot is absurdly huge as well.
And the symbol on the church, it says the Fellowship of the Hushed Hand, is two hands praying, and you see lips behind it.
That's not great. Yeah, this is a cult. That's what Oak says when we're standing in front of it.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of these places, so
Yeah.
This reminds me very much of home, and not in a good way.
if we could make this real quick, that would be really, really good for whatever soul is left in here, which is not much.
I bet you.
That is the other thing. We should be looking for this kid.
Well,
Yeah, but this monster has this kid. That monster left these marks maybe on Oak.
Probably.
So
Right.
we might have
That's
to
a
be-
good. It's a good guess.
I think,
Come on.
what we can expect is some of these folks to have taken a vow of silence, or to pretend to have taken a vow of silence.
Right.
That's okay. We can always make him talk.
Let's go.
I mean, we do have our ways.
And you enter the building. There's a very nice reception area. There is a desk there are some a small container with pamphlets about the literature of the church. And behind the counter, there is one woman, looks to be in her early 30s. She's got very kind of close cropped blonde hair and a very kind of thin, almost gaunt face. Welcome to the Fellowship of the Hushed Hands. Would you like to hear about what we believe in, or are you here for a service? There's not one for several hours.
Oh, well, we were just sort of road tripping together, and I was just, every time I come to a new town, I like to know where the local services are held, and kind of scope out where I might like to find myself come Sundays.
Oh, well, that is tomorrow. I am honored that you have a mighty need for devotion. We are not like most churches. We are based right here in Hushed Hallows. Please, would you like to see your way around?
Sure. Would you mind telling me a bit about your denomination, your beliefs, that sort of thing?
Of course. And she kind of gestures for you guys to follow her. And she takes you through the reception area into a very large main area of this church. There are pews, many in number. The ceiling is very, very large. There is the same symbol behind the altar of the church with the hands and the lips behind it. And she says, you, here in the Fellowship of the Hushed Hands, we believe in adhering to the gods by offering our silence, by taking time out of our day, just total silence.
I have a question for the storyteller, for the keeper.
Me, yeah.
Yeah, you. That would be you.
Yeah.
Yes. So in this world,
Yeah.
is it pretty much like our own, where Christianity is pretty predominant?
It's pretty predominant, correct.
And it's very rare to find a denomination that worships multiple deities, like a pantheon.
It's odd, yeah.
Right. Okay. So
your instincts are correct. This is a weird situation.
okay. All right. Moving on.
Dragged.
Just checking, making sure I understand the world. You said gods as in multiple gods.
Yes, that is what we believe in.
Well, that is interesting. You just kind of offer up your worship to the gods in general. You're not really. You're kind of like a multi-religious sort of catch-all. You accept all worshippers,
We do.
all walks of life, that sort of thing. Like,
we
what are we talking here?
are very open to new members joining and seeing what we have to offer. We offer our praise to a variety of gods. The deity of light, of dark, day, of night, silence, of voices, and many others.
Christ.
Alexis, this happened in a minute.
Oak is gonna speak up. That actually sounds kind of nice. I really like the quiet.
Good. Perhaps you could join us for the service in several hours or tomorrow morning,
Well,
9 a.m.
do you have any like people I could meet? You know, I don't have.
Yes, you can meet with one of our leaders. Yes.
Oh, cool. Give us a tour of the place.
Well, I'm giving you a tour of the place, but if you'd like to sit
Oh.
down and have a meeting one-on-one about your faith and perhaps joining ours, I can arrange that.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the welcoming atmosphere.
Let me grab someone. And she kind of begins to walk off towards the to the back of the church.
All right, search everything. Immediately. Lucy, go do your thing.
Oh yeah, I've gone. I'm. Is there a room around here?
Okay.
Just descend through the floor. What are we doing?
You see some you see some stairways and rooms towards the back of the back of this church.
Where they just went?
Mhm.
The woman who was with us?
Mhm.
Okay, well, I don't know about that. I mean, I guess so. Yeah, I guess I will. Do I see any security cameras anywhere or any cameras at all?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna pretty swiftly try to run into the back, trying to avoid her.
Sure.
And I guess go into one of the. You said there were stairways and rooms at the back?
Correct. Up and down.
I'm gonna go down.
All right. You head your way to the back while Darlene and Oak begin kind of just milling around, looking around. And there's an instant where they're not really paying attention to where you're going, and neither is this woman. I need you to act under pressure.
Okay. Okay. That can't. Fuck me. That's a 6.
You feel, as you have many times before, your skin begin to tingle. And this woman,
Shit.
you want to take her.
Shit. Okay.
What?
Which woman?
The woman you guys were just talking to.
Oh no.
Does that, okay. I'm gonna follow her then.
The monsters were with us all along.
Yep.
Yeah, and
That's right.
you are right behind her. She is alone and not really paying attention.
No.
I mean, she's trying to summon demons to like consume children, so it's fine. Just do it.
Or they're just weirdos who worship a weird religion in a
Nope,
weird.
they're evil cultists. It's fine.
All right.
Fuck. Oh shit.
I am gonna do my best to resist this, but I'm assuming I'm not.
Yeah, you didn't. That was a 6. Unfortunately.
I'm gonna go ahead and now that she's alone, I'm gonna grab her and I'm gonna feed.
Good. Okay. Great. You do that, and you. How are you doing this exactly? Are you bringing her to feed? Describe your feeding. You really haven't on the show yet.
Because I haven't.
No, you haven't.
Okay. So I am going to, with her back to me, I am gonna take one of my hands and grab her shoulder and take my other hand and put it directly on her back and like kind of like, it's really just that I have to like lean in and breathe.
Yeah. And you see her eyes widen for a second, then she slumps to her knees as the breath just escapes her lungs. and her eyes close.
When I do that, can I use my empath?
Sure, roll it.
That's a 12.
That's a 12. It's very good. So you gain a clear impression of their current emotional state and intentions. This woman was unbelievably excited to have new members maybe join this church, and was excited to share their burgeoning religion.
Okay. Is there a closet anywhere around here?
Sure.
I'm gonna put her in the closet carefully and gently.
Okay.
And shut the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna give myself just a moment to realize, fuck. And I'm gonna walk back to the group. And I'm gonna say, hey, can I talk to you two just for a quick second?
Yeah, you're back so soon. Did you find something already? That was really fast.
I did. I found something really, really interesting that I think you two should probably know about, because I believe that secrets make things really hard for people.
Yeah.
And I don't do them anymore.
Good.
Yeah.
Me neither.
That woman she's dead now. By my hand. So we might want to go.
Was she about to murder somebody? Was she trying to kill you?
Nope. I just had to do my job.
Fuck me. I don't understand. Did you trip? Were the instructions not clear? Like, is this one of the instructions?
The instructions were very clear.
Okay. Like, it's like, oh, I can't understand the manual, so my dick got stuck in a fan kind of thing? Because
no, the instructions were very clear.
Okay.
I had
Instructions unclear, took soul of woman.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's no CCTV?
Nope.
Okay.
It's not great. I would almost apologize, except I'm too old for that now.
Also, you feel a lot better. You do heal if you were had any damage. You heal too from that.
Awesome.
It wasn't damaged at all.
You feel invigorated, but
I look more alive than I have for years.
Is there like a personnel file or like a thing that I can just quickly grab and take?
We also have some time to just wander if we want, since she's occupied.
Yeah, let's not wander the murder scene. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a great idea. Yeah,
I want you. Good. Roll. Yeah, I want you to roll. Just roll 2d6.
Okay, cool. Thanks. We're not doing actual mechanics anymore.
Yeah, you can roll.
This game. Okay, great. I failed. Great, thanks.
Oh no.
5 total, because it'd be +1 with sharp. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you rolled real bad. Let's mark an XP, and you get the pamphlet. You take the religious pamphlet that was up front.
Yep, I'm sure that's gonna be fine. At least I got 2 experience. I got 2 experience. Did you mark your experience, Lucy?
Yeah.
Failure is good, actually.
You did fail.
So yeah, I look around real quick, and I'm like, okay, got it. And then I think I have what I came for, and I grab it, and we leave, I guess.
You guys are now back on the streets of Hushed Hallows.
That was a really successful endeavor.
Boy, what a great day, though.
I don't understand. Why'd you kill that woman?
I had to.
What does that mean?
It means I had no choice. Sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do.
Oh, because you're like the Grim Reaper in training or something?
Not quite, but yeah, sometimes, yeah.
You pass through walls, you have a scythe.
Like a psychopomp.
Blade.
I have a glaive.
Okay, I'm sorry. A thing that looks like a scythe that we call a glaive.
The non-curvy side.
Right.
The
You
straight
like
side.
like one of them psychopomps.
Yeah, well,
Psychopomps?
I mean, we could talk the details of it, but I'm not
Is that
sure.
how that's said? I've only ever read that word.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm not sure that we want to get into the details of this. I don't know that you two want to know the details of this. So we can just call it what it is, and sometimes I have to do that.
This is like, this is like this time I was reading this book where these two guys are falling in love, and then it turns out one of them fills dead bodies with rocks and sinks them into the ocean. This is a lot like that.
Is it?
It is. It's fucking weird.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, Oak.
Alright.
I didn't want to keep it from you two because I just don't do that, and I have seen too many people in my life die that I love and care about, and there's nothing I can do about it, so I just accept that this is what happens now.
Alright. So you want to go skating?
Fuck yeah, let's go skating. I haven't done that since I was really, really young.
Okay, you guys make your way across town. The festival is now getting to be about nighttime. It's around.
Are we not worried about her just being found and us being newcomers and all that?
I mean, it's fine. I mean,
I just like...
I'll just take them out too. It's okay. I don't mean that. I just am trying really hard to process the fact that this just happened, and I just think that I think we should go skating.
I mean, there's no way they connect us to the murder.
Yeah, I didn't leave any fingerprints on her or anything.
Right. It's supernatural stuff, so the worst case scenario is us hiding the body, complicating the steps, getting more entanglement.
Right. Alright, well, maybe we just don't, talk about this too much in front of Nana.
Or Raphael.
I mean, yeah.
Daddy Raphael's not gonna wanna...
We have already established that at best he is a big brother Raphael for you. He is definitely not Daddy Raphael.
I'm still debating.
Well, that ship... it is... No.
I meant more like Papa Raphael. Like he's like more responsible than I am.
That's why I said Big Brother Raphael, because,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, there is quite a bit of difference between the amount of responsibility and all that, if you remember from our very first night in this town.
Yeah. But he's like holy and stuff. That's kind of what I feel like.
Sure.
Doesn't-
Alright, fair enough.
Fuck.
You guys.
Alright, so, let's go skating.
We're not doing anything productive, Ty. Stop trying.
I'm gonna take these kids skating, that's what's happening.
You can roll everybody.
Well, ain't wrapping anything up tonight.
Nope,
That will not be a
nothing.
That's just continuation.
One shot in my ass.
That's right.
It's good. You guys make your way to Skate World, which it looks a little dingy. One of the light is actually still on, but just the K, the T, the A, the N, and the D from skate. Oh, sorry, world, not land. My bad. The S or the K, the A, the O, the R, the L, and that's it. There are chains locking up the front door, and it seems
World.
and it seems a bit closed, a bit run down.
I'm gonna walk in.
Yeah, it's dark. It is dark. There is a couple of pinball machines not lit up. There is a unplugged Battletoads console
Nice.
cabinet. One for Mortal Kombat 3.
Nice.
There is a nice sized rink. Some old skates are still lined up on the wall behind a counter, and there is a disco ball hanging, as well as a variety of colored lights with gels in front of them, but none of them are lit up.
Is there were there windows on the outside of this?
Yes.
Do I see anything I can pick up and break the windows with from in here?
Sure. Yeah, you can pick up a skate.
Okay, I'm gonna take a skate and break it through the window and peek my head out. You wanna come in?
All right. I'm gonna climb over the window and probably die in the process.
Let's just say you can open. It was open, but okay, you guys.
Oh.
No,
Well, meanwhile, Darlene just walks in.
Oh.
yeah, opens the door is locked, but the windows were open.
Oh,
I'm
all
gonna
that, whatever.
walk over to the Mortal Kombat 3 cabinet. Is it the one where you can pick Mentaro?
Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice.
They have turtles in time.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
they have Turtles in Time too. That's around there.
Nice, 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 nice.
I'd rather play turtles in time myself.
Wait, what is? Hold on. They
Right.
also have.
I'm gonna
What about that Dungeons and Dragons game?
I was gonna say that's exactly. What
Heroes of Maestro, Shadows over Maestro.
Yeah, it was a Maestro. Is what it
Yeah.
was.
Yes.
Yeah, one of those two.
Yes.
So we're just gonna play these games, and you're gonna have to describe it for the next 40 minutes.
That's right. That's right. That's all that's happening.
It's great. It's just the best. You guys.
My star.
You guys plug back in these cabinets and play games for a very long time, forever.
That's it, folks.
Our souls are drained out by these corrupted video games and Satan, blah blah blah, and it's done.
It's a good game. You can play an elf.
That's it.
So-
Anyway,
So should we look for the boiler room?
I mean, yeah.
Sure. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay. You guys make your way into what you assume is the downstairs. There is a locked door that has boiler room written on it. Metal.
Did dead open inside? I don't understand. Hey, do you just want to pass through
There's
the?
another one of them psychopomps on the inside of here.
Yeah.
Must be trapped. We should let it out.
Hey, Lucy, did you want to pass through the wall again, or are you gonna murder someone if you try to do that? I just need to know.
Well, I really make no promises. I'm never really sure when it's gonna happen. So.
Okay. Great.
I'm gonna make myself incorporeal, but just stick my head in.
Yeah, what you see on the inside is a boiler. What immediately draws your attention is on the floor of this room, there are two bodies. Seem to be of two males in their late teens, early 20s. Both of them have their throats ripped open, and there is blood caked to the walls.
I'm gonna leave my head out. So there are two bodies in there,
Wow.
very dead.
Hot.
That was
Okay, well, we're in the right place.
that was fast. Did you do that quickly? Was that
Yeah, Oak, you didn't even see it. No, I would never be that messy.
Hmm.
A disaster in there.
So can we open this door?
Nope, it's locked.
Right.
Could I potentially summon my glaive and knock the
Try to bust it down? Sure. You summon the glaive. Roll a, let's just kick some ass.
That's an 11.
That's good. Yeah, you break down the door, and as soon as it opens, you guys see the same sight that Lucy did. There are two bodies on the floor. Their throats ripped out. There is just blood everywhere, caked, and it smells terrible in there.
Well,
Is it hot and dry?
It's hot and dry. Yeah, it's a boiler room.
do we see any markings around them? Are they in a runic circle? Do we see any runic symbols on their arms?
You don't see any of those things.
Oh, so we checked them for tattoos. Okay.
You guys can investigate a mystery if you'd like.
Yes.
Okay, roll. Who's gonna do it?
I will do it.
Okay.
This is for the poetry.
Plus sharp.
Yeah, here comes another failure. Oh, hey, I actually got an 8.
Nice. That's a. You can ask me one question.
Yeah.
What happened here?
Yes.
What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What sort of creature is it? Well, maybe. What can it do? Maybe. What can hurt? It's not going to be one. Where did it
go is not going to be one. What's being concealed here? So the ones are what's being concealed here, what happened here, what sort of creature is it, and what can it do? Would be the ones I'd say.
What happened here?
What happens here? What you see is these two guys. You see a couple bottles around them of liquor, a couple beer bottles, a kind of a what is it, Jim Beam, kind of cracked on the floor, open. And what you see is their throats are gone. Someone took out the entire thing. That's the only injury both of them have sustained.
Like their voice box?
Could be. It's the whole throat.
Yeah.
I can't use my empath feature on already super dead people, right?
No, if they're just on the cusp of death, but no, that doesn't seem to be the case here.
I'll relay all that to them.
Not read a bad situation. Or try to.
Yeah. That's
Because this thing's eyes, like, were in here,
sure.
presumably. I'm trying to find out if we're in some sort of danger right now. There's that failure.
Mark a success.
Oh, wait, I'm rolling sharp, right? And the last thing I did actually was use magic, which means
Yeah,
I have
it was-
another +1. So hang on.
Correct.
So I rolled 5, but that does bring me to a 7.
And you're gonna miss success. You get a hold 1. What's the best way in? What's the best way out? Are there any dangers that we haven't noticed yet? What's the biggest threat? That's about it.
Dangers we haven't noticed yet.
The answer is actually no. There's nothing here right now. Whatever happened here seems to be gone. After a thorough check, you are alone in this boiler room.
All right. Well, I think we already pretty much know that old Demon Eyes did this.
Wait a minute.
I don't think it's here.
But you have their bodies. You have their blood again.
That's right. So we're not in any immediate danger. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to try to do blood seeing again with these bodies.
You can do blood seeing here? Sure.
So I'm going to be dipping my hands into the
Throats of these boys.
That's right.
Gruesome, folks. Gruesome.
I sit
Yeah.
down and I kind of prepare a bit of an easier space to make this happen, and I kind of draw some runes in a circle around me, and I will again trace some of these runes onto my own arm.
Sure. Roll it up.
All right, here we go. I roll pretty decent usually when I use magic. This is going well. That is a total of 11.
It's very good. Okay.
Freaking 9.
Yeah. Okay. Second. So what you see is you do the same thing. You draw the runes. You draw the runes on yourself. You draw the runes on the ground as per usual. And the same thing. The runes don't feel hot this time on your arm, but you feel your eyes begin to close. And when they open, you see a small, little bit bigger than a shed, and you are in the woods of Hushed Hallows.
Thought so.
Right. And am I able to see like how far in, where in the woods?
You can currently start. You feel yourself standing in the woods, but as you try to move, it almost feels like you're in a tight hallway. You can move your head, but as you see, the woods just extend almost endlessly back, and there's just feels like a small cramped hallway leading to this small kind of shed type thing. Large
Meaning
shed.
like mystically the way that this magic's working, not like the trees make
yes,
like a hole.
Correct, yeah. You feel yourself.
That's fine. The effects are like that. Okay.
Correct.
That's what I thought you meant. Okay. Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Right, it's so as I come out of it, I say,
You don't have to come out of it.
oh, I can still talk?
You
Even
can.
in it?
No, you can't talk, but you are
Okay.
in this. You have some agency. You can move closer if you'd like.
I mean, let's do it.
Sure. Okay.
It's gonna bite me in the ass.
You walk closer and closer on this, what feels like a tight path, and you are now standing right outside the door of this shed. Hut, small house.
Do I see any identifying kind of markings?
It seems pretty nondescript. It's made out of a kind of a darker brown wood. There is a small window that is half boarded up, and there are curtains behind it.
All right. And if I look, it's daytime.
No, it's night.
It's nighttime. I'm gonna look up and see if I can see the stars and see if I can maybe get an idea.
Act under pressure. I want to act under pressure for this.
Nice.
That won't go well.
Nice.
That's gonna be real bad. You start to look up.
That's an experience
That's an
for
experience,
me.
though. You start to look up to try to get a bearing of the stars, and you hear a creak, a loud creak as the door begins to open. As it opens, you see in this shed, on a string lined up are several throats, lined up, spaced out, and you see just for a second a white flash moving towards you at a rapid speed, and you feel something pierce you, and your eyes open, and you take 2 harm in the real life, and you are bleeding in real life. And that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Oh no! Y'all, it's like you know what this is? This is the quiet place. The fellowship of the hushed hands are the only people who are surviving because they're quiet. And this creature in the woods is taking people because they're too loud. Solved it.
That's true. It's right.
Nailed
It's exactly right.
Got it in one. That's where we'll end for tonight. We'll pick this back up probably soon.
Yeah, some Tuesday.
Hopefully for Raphael, with Raphael showing up back up at some point.
Damn.
Thank you all for joining me. I hope we can do this again. I enjoy Monster of the Week very much. And if we have one coming up, whether it be a Tuesday or if we find another night we're able to, like we did last Thursday, maybe we'll do it some other time. Let's go around. I am Ty. You can find me here, Variant Roles, and on our new Twitch, Mythos Mystery Society, where we'll be playing this Wednesday our first game. And my favorite moment of the evening, gosh, there were a couple. I liked Darlene at the end, was pretty great. I liked Lucy not only killing someone, but also getting trapped again in a room in Nana's house. Those are my 2 favorites. Emma.
Hi, I'm Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter, where you can see all the stuff that I'm doing. This is a somewhat busy week for me. You can find me Thursday over on Chronicle for a game at 10:30 Eastern. And on Saturday we will be finishing up our Saltmarsh game, salvage operation with Matthew actually, and then on Sunday Matthew and I will be back with Goth Brunch, also over on Variant Roles, and then immediately following that I am a guest over on Old Myths. So tune in over to all of that stuff if you want to, or don't. Yep, that's it.
You know, technically I'm in Old Myths, but not as a player. Sam put me in his world.
Are you serious?
Yes,
Are you
there's
in
bigger than that. Yeah, there's a tribute to me in that world somewhere. I don't know if it's been revealed yet, but yeah, I'm something.
I'm gonna have to find it now. I have to find it on Sunday. That's amazing.
It's
Yeah.
pretty exciting.
Yeah,
I love that.
he's a good bean.
He is.
Wait, what's favorite moment?
Oh, shite. My favorite moment, I like when both Oak and Darlene are sort of like talking magic things out. And that's been really fun to sort of watch. I did, however, I liked that I had to feed tonight, oddly enough.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I need to. I've been so nervous about when that's going to happen. I'm really glad we just got it over with. Yep, that's it. I think that was it.
It's good.
Yeah. I am Matthew Foreman. I'm at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. I am the DM here at Dice Priority for Ghost in the Machine on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Central. We just had our episode 50, which was a really big watershed moment. If you've been curious about Ghost in the Machine, it's a good time to check it out. We're not on tomorrow. We'll be on next week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central. And follow me on Twitter at Matthew W. Foreman. My favorite...
Doing doggos.
Yeah, tomorrow we're doing doggos. It's going to be a good old time. I'm playing a St. Bernard cleric. My favorite moment was there were a lot of different this was a fun session, especially considering how we had to throw it together last minute. I really enjoyed it. I honestly liked that it was kind of aimless, that we were just like, we're just friends playing a game. Like, fuck, we're not fucking professional. Like, we're not making money off of this shit. I like that. I like that we were just chilling and fucking around and just having a good time. But my favorite moment, I like the blood scrying, because even though it's like, okay, I cast a spell, I figure something out, it's very interesting to like need the blood and like the blood connection. I really like that. I like that we figured out that like, hey, these throats are slit open, plunge your hands into their throat holes and read where the thing is that's keeping them. It's fucking terrible, but I love that. So great stuff. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, everyone.
And hey, now it has Darlene's blood, so it'll be easier to find.
Great. Doing so good.
I'm Alexis. You can find me at VoxFanato on the Twitters and all that. Follow me to find out the shenanigans that I get up to. Normally co-DM Dragon Heisters, which we will be back hopefully next week to do. We'll be getting into that. We're in the middle of a dungeon, and we want everybody to be with us when we do this, because it'll be pretty intense. But, let's see. I'm not going to do my whole big old spiel. Follow me on Twitter. You'll find all the stuff. Join us on Discord, though. My favorite moment was Matthew just kind of impromptu making a cult.
Yeah, that was pretty great. That was awesome, too.
I live for the drama.
Like, we're like, creative world, cumulative world building, cooperative world building. That's the word I was looking for. And Matthew's just like, yep, here's a cult, by the way.
Always dial it to 11.
Yep. The old Fellowship of the Hushed Hand.
I don't know if that's what, if a cult is what Ty had in mind for the church, but that's
far
what
better.
he went.
Far great. It's great. Turned out awesome.
Also really enjoyed the talk about, like, being reckless and using magic and all of that with O. That was good.
Yeah.
I liked that a lot. Plus all the other moments you all talked about. They're all good moments. I had a lot of fun. Just like Matthew said, like, I liked that we just kind of threw this together and just kind of bumbled our way about through finding this kind of story and kind of just had a little game with friends. It was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody so much for being here. Do we want to go through our end stuff, or do we want to do that? Like on stream, do we want to go through that, since we've played this twice now? Like, we might as well go through and see if we've done any of the things that warrant.
Let's please.
So when you play Monsters of the Week as like a campaign, or like a continuous thing, a continuous story, there are end of session kind of things to go over and talk about and progress. So
Yes.
Ty, why don't you leave us through that?
So typically, this game is typically, which is now what we're kind of getting to more than we did for the first couple episodes, is it's designed for more of arcs than it is for one shots. Because otherwise, you guys are getting a ton of XP all the time. But this was the end of session for this kind of episode that will continue. But did we conclude this current mystery?
No.
No.
I think so. Probably not.
Nope.
Did we save from someone from certain death? Quite the opposite, in fact.
We saved them. We saved them from the certain death of time,
Right.
and the ravages of old age.
Right.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yes, there's a cult.
Well,
right now.
we haven't confirmed that.
Yeah.
We did learn that there's a fucking hellmouth here, though.
Yeah.
Yep, that there are 3 specific spots where the where the veil is thin.
Yeah.
We also learned about
And-
fear spiders.
And then the last question is, did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Yeah.
Probably a yes.
Yeah, we definitely
Yeah,
did.
we
both
did.
both of us, including Lucy. Definitely
So you guys
Lucy.
get 1 XP extra.
Cool.
All right.
That was cute.
Cool. Do we just get 1 XP even if it like for just generally learning more about the hunters in general?
No, it's just it's just 1 XP for basically out of those 4 questions, the more you answer, the more it's like
Right.
you answer 1 to 2, you get 1 XP. You answer 3 to 4, you get 2 XP. So you guys
Right.
just get 1 XP.
Oh, okay,
In
okay.
addition to
So
all
it's
your
not.
failures.
So if we learn about one of us, or we learn about all of us.
Yeah,
it
no,
doesn't
it's
make
not.
a
It's just, did you learn something new about the hunters? Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Nice. I think we learned a bit about each of us, but mostly
did.
a lot about Lucy.
Yeah.
Yep, sure did.
Hey, guys, I'm
Whoa.
a Reaper. What's up?
Boy, howdy, did we learn.
I'm a spellslinger who shouldn't be casting spells. What's up?
Doing great. This is fine.
Thank you for joining us. Hopefully we can do this again soon.
Yeah.
We want to
Yes. Yeah. Let's. Matt, why don't you try to figure out
Yeah.
who we raid? Meanwhile, thank you so much, everybody who tuned in, everybody who was new. Thank you so much for the subs and the follows and the bits. We really, really, really appreciate all of that. All of your support helps us to do things like this. Keep the lights on. It's great. We really appreciate your support. Oh my gosh, we love you all so much, and we really appreciate you being here every week. And even if you're just stopping in whenever you can, that means the world. It means the world.
Cool. So we have so tabletop is just not much going on right now. There's We Are Nerdsmith. Also, though, Crowman and Tomster are doing a duo birthday stream right now of they're from the Big Boy season. Do we want to kind of... Now, they're not streaming tabletop. They're streaming like a variety of games. But Crowman is actually a pretty big streamer. And we could rate him if we want. Because they actively contribute to the growth of this channel.
Sure.
And it's their birthday. So go wish happy
right.
birthday to Crowman and Tomster. They're playing...
And everybody spam in chat. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, yeah. Spam that's crazy.
Because that is what Tom just says all of the time.
Yeah, and weird, okay, is what they say to me in chat.
Yeah. Critically Lit and I are going to take a drink every time Tomster says, that's crazy.
Yeah. So go wish him happy birthday. Go say that's crazy. Have a good one. Bye. Here we go.
Love you. Bye.